Hello everyone, I'm a representative from Greenpeace. Today, I'm going to explain and summarize the climatic, environmental, and animal-related issues occurring in the Arctic, or even the whole world, in a serious situation. As shown in the picture, the polar bear is emaciated and thin as a match. But why? The main reason is due to the impact of climatic change, namely global warming. The major cause of global warming is due to the burning of fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gases. Since there is a rapid economic growth globally in recent decades, there are higher living standards for both more developed countries and less developed countries. The demand for energy increases. Then, more fossil fuels are burned, and this results in an increase in the emissions of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide. These human activities will intensify the greenhouse effect and cause global warming. As more heat is trapped in the atmosphere, the global mean temperature will be increased. When the temperature increases, the Arctic sea ice and glaciers will shrink. According to a study, the extent of Arctic sea ice has been decreasing by about 13.2% per decade since the late 1970s. At the same time, glaciers, that means the thick ice mass in polar region, are retreating. As the polar bear rely on sea ice for nearly every aspect of their survival, it is where they hunt seals, travel, make dens, and mate. If a large amount of sea ice are retreated, they may lose their habitats. Moreover, an increasing temperature also means that the earlier the season that the ice begins to melt. Therefore, the less time they have to eat and procreate. This highly disturbs the daily life of the polar bears in the region. This shows that their dilating health was tied to the melting of sea ice and the root cause global warming. Moreover, as different animal species, such as polar bears, take millions of years to adapt to Pacific climate conditions, they may not be able to cope with a climate that changes too quickly. If the trend of climate change continues, their populations will almost certainly decrease even further. This could result in the local or global extinctions of certain species. The IPCC, which is an intergovernmental body charged with advancing significant knowledge about anthropogenic climate change, estimates that if air temperature keeps rising, around 20% to 30% of the plant and animal species evaluated in climate change studies are at risk of extinctions, especially the more climate-sensitive ones, for example, polar bears. This will in turn affect the food web and a wide range of animals and plants, finally breaking down the food chain. On the other hand, not only are polar bears affected, but also humans. Glaciers and ice caps are source of fresh waters. According to National Geographic, the glaciers and ice caps secures more than 20% of the Earth's supply of fresh waters. In the long term, the shrinking of glaciers and ice caps will mean a reduction of freshwater supply for irrigation and drinking. This will adversely affect the daily life of humans and lower people's living standard. As polar bears are considered as an invasive species, one level below endangered. So, in order to protect them, what should we do? As we now all know that the major cause of the declining health of the polar bears are caused by the global warming, we should reduce the use of energy. Then, less fossil fuel will be burned. For example, since mode transport is powered by fossil fuel, encouraging the use of public transport helps discourage the use of private cars. Fewer private cars on the roads imply lower carbon dioxide emissions. This can help slow down the rate of greenhouse effects as well as global warming. Furthermore, we should encourage the sharing culture. In the recent years, the sharing culture has been growing. By sharing resources, for example, food sharing, rides of cars, short-term renting, and lending of equipment, the usage of goods is being maximized. This allows people to consume less and produce less waste. The amount of greenhouse gases produced by landfills and incinerators can be reduced. In addition, less energy is needed for the transport and production of goods, therefore resulting in lower emission of carbon dioxide. The rate of global temperature anomalies can be reduced, and less glaciers and ice caps will be shrunk. In conclusion, in order to protect the wildlife and our Earth, we should take immediate actions to protect them and slow down global warming before it's too late to do so. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you.